Hello, and welcome to another episode of Just Like the Simulations, that regularly scheduled series where I play games of TTS, usually against my good friend Oro, who's back with us today. Although last week there was this weird guy called Steve here. That was fun. Today I'm running a somewhat similar list to the one that I ran last week, so it's still much ado about droids. But now we've seen the balance update, and we know in addition to the B1s, the B2s have also received some updated rules. Their updated rules are close range annihilation. So if they're within 3, they can get two extra 2 rerolls, which is nice. So this list came about because I was thinking about what is the maximum I can do to power up my droids. So we've got Kalani, Kraken, the B1s and the B2s, and General Grievous. This is 5 of the 6 possible cards that power up droids. Obviously, it would be nice to have Count Dooku here as well, but it doesn't fit because Count Dooku only has 7 squad points. So you take Count Dooku, as I have previously, you then don't have Kalani, and for this game I wanted to see what happens. What does it feel like if I just have Kalani and Kraken and the B1s and the B2s and Grievous, right? Much like my game against Steve, I've brought Ahsoka Tano Jedi No More. I know a lot of people think that is a bit eccentric. Why not Riff would be the most common one, or you could also play Darth Maul. I know that Luminara is popular with people, especially over in the US. And things like this, or even Asajj Ventress might be a more obvious kind of selection. I mean, it's her box, right, from the starter set. But I just think Ahsoka works really well with her revenge trigger because people are going to kill your supports. One way that people can try and defeat this list is by milling the B1s for momentum, and because they do go down easily. And they give up momentum every time, unlike other cards I could talk about. And Ahsoka has the power to punish people who are trying to sort of exploit that. So that's my list. First time playing this exact list, so very much an experiment. We're going to see how we go. Over to you, Oro. Oh, hang on, stop. I'm going to pause it. Let's try that again. I realised that Oro's voice was not being recorded. Oro, over to you.
Hello, my name is Aroborus, and I still play bad guys. These particular bad guys are new. We've got Morgan Elsbeth and her box, including the undead and very spooky night troopers, coupled with General Veers, fresh from the balance update, and with 8 squad points now, as well as all the other lovely changes that were previewed at Adepticon. General Veers is running with Death Trooper Escort because now he's got 8 squad points. Why not bring yourself DTE, everyone's favourite Empire secondary? And he's still running with the Death Troopers because I consider them to be essentially stapled to General Veers' card. He has no way to move himself, so he really needs that supporting fire dash. So General Veers with the absolute cream of the Stormtrooper Corps, Death Trooper Escort and the Death Troopers, all black armor, very elite. And on the other side, we have Morgan Elspeth with spooky undead troopers and the deeply sinister and imposing Enoch. I have, just as it is the end of setup, used Prepare for Surface Attack, searched my order deck for the Super Spooky Night Troopers. I am now shuffling my order deck, so I don't know what order the other 6 cards are in. And the Super Spooky Night Troopers go into reserve and get to dash, and I think they dash both models in the unit. Yes, each character in the chosen unit. So this large base of Night Troopers is going to dash this way, which I'm pretty sure gets me what Mr. TI and I have been taking to calling the near abroad objective. It does. And this base of Night Troopers is going to dash up this way, which I think hits this ladder. It does, allowing me to place them within an inch of the ladder. That's a little too far forward, and there we go. So, not even the first turn yet, and already zombies are crawling up the field. groaning and moaning and firing their blasters. So, yep, that is General Veers' end of setup nonsense. And then I think I go straight into my first turn. Is that right?
Yeah, we should explain. We both took strategic positions because we're both trying to get better on it. And Oro won the roll off, and away we go.
Okay. I will activate from reserve the Night Troopers because if they're in my discard pile, that means that potentially they could not have to go again until the bottom of the second deck, which means that killing them might be very, very difficult. Which is the whole gimmick one is going for with the Night Troopers. These Night Troopers on here. The Night Troopers are going to take the take cover action. Misjudged that. Hey ho. These ones move right to the edge because they can't get off it. These ones move to here. Sorry, my tabletop simulator is freezing. There we go. Oh, they're on their side.
Yeah.
There. They are then going to take the move action, which the ones up here are going to take an advance, coming over to that objective, and the ones here are going to climb. And I will mark them with a hunker token. I will end my turn, and I will take control of 3 objects.
Very good, sir. That's not what I thought you were going to do, but it's very good. I had wondered whether the Night Troopers that were up here could have, through a move and a dash, stolen my backline objective, but I suppose this is just as good, right? Over to me, yeah?
Over to you.
Okie dokie. Such a strong opener, right? The B2 battle droids. Okay. Well, we will play the B2s, I suppose. It's not my very favourite first draw.
Just as a quick note, at the end of my turn, you took control of your near abroad objective, I believe.
I certainly did.
But not of the one back here.
No. It's not my very favourite first draw, but it is what we are going to play. So, thinking. Could reserve them. No, we will play them. Yeah. Yeah. All right. We'll see where we go. So, I'm gonna spend I'm gonna spend a force for Relentless Advance, which gives them both a dash. So that one goes over there. This one, sadly, is going to have to dash up here and head up this ingress point. So placed there and then dashed up here. A bit more. Yeah. Not quite on that objective yet. Okay. And then let's measure some stuff out here. So you are within 3, which means if I shoot you, I will get the benefit of my brand new rerolls, which is nice. And these B2s here are not going to be in range of anything, I shouldn't think. That's okay. Have a quick check of Kalani's rule. Yep. Not going to get any bonus dice because you're not within 4 of any other allied battle droids. Okay, let's shoot the Night Troopers. Let's see what we can do. So it's going to be a 6 dice attack. I'm going to spend for Saturation Fire because you're controlling an active objective. So I get to add 2 dice to my attack roll. So it's going to be an 8 dice attack, and then because you're within 3, I get to re-roll any 2 of these dice that I should so choose.
I would have 5 dice for defense. I get an additional 1 because I have a hunker, and another 1 because General Veers. So I'm rolling 7 dice in defense.
So I have 6 hits, a crit, and a single miss. So I will re-roll my single failure into a second crit. I have 2 crits and 6 hits.
You don't have any expertise, do you?
No, I haven't rolled any.
Right. I have the ability to change 1 into a miss, but obviously, if you don't have any expertise, I can't do that. I have 5 blocks.
Right, so I get to go 3 down my tree. Excellent.
Yes.
Okay, so remind me, Oro, are the Night Troopers steadfast?
They are not.
Right, so we're going to go for 4 damage and a pair of shoves.
4 damage.
And we're just going to shove these straight back to the hell that they crawled out of, I'm afraid. I mean, this is really one of those games that's bad guys versus worse guys.
It really is, yes. I am genuinely not sure. Apart from Ahsoka Tano, who is a lovely young lady who's hanging around with a bad crowd for some reason, like General Grievous versus Morgan Elsbeth. We know they hate each other, but who's morally worse? Very hard to say.
I'm only going to follow up on one of my shoves, and then I still have my move action in my pocket here, so I'm going to do the obvious thing, and when I locate the tool, I'm going to move my B2s to centralize them on the 2 objective markers. I'll just change the control of this one right now before plonking myself down on it. And then it's going to be much the same over here. Quick measure to confirm. No, wrong tool. Quick measure to confirm. Yeah, I can be placed directly on it. Just going to change the state on this before I do so, and then plonk him down on there. And then I shall score 3. And over to you, Oro.
Right, let's see what I get off the top of my deck. It's some Death Troopers. Pardon me.
That's Grievous's line, that cough.
Okay, I'm going to spend a force. And both of my Death Troopers are going to dash and focus. This one, dash, gets him up a ladder.
Yeah.
They're then going to take the move action.
Yeah.
And this one wishes to go there. And then they're gonna hit the twos.
Huh. Punching or shooting?
Punching.
Aren't we? Yeah. 3 whole defense dice. 2 blocks.
Sorry, I'm just checking my various bits
Yeah.
and pieces to see if no. So yeah, 7. You have 2 blocks. I have 2 hits and then 5 expertise. What on earth is 5 expertise? 5 expertise is a crit, a hit, and a dash.
Well, that's what you get. My protection's gonna take away a damage, so it's just a crit and a hit.
And a dash.
Oh, is it? I think it's a damage, not a dash.
No. a crit, a hit, and a dash.
Got you. Got you.
So I will be going 2 down my tree, then you will be applying your protection, and then I'll be dashing.
Very good.
So I think I am going. I'm going to do you 2 damage and a pin, which you will turn to 1 damage and a pin.
Yes, sir.
And I will resolve my dash. Let's see. It can be on the corner of the dash. Oh, it's frozen again. Frozen again. I can be on the corner of the dash table.
Mm-hmm.
There. And then let's see if I have managed to get your objective. I haven't. Very sad. The other one is now going to attack you
Yeah, very well.
with 7.
I understand.
That's a much better roll.
What do I get for 2 expertise? It's a single block.
You have a single block?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I have, after expertise, I have 4 crits and 3 hits. So that goes down to 4 hits and 2 hits, which is my tree. So I'm going to be going my shove route to do you a total of 5 damage, which you will reduce to 4, a disarm, and 2 shoves.
Very good.
First shove, follow up. Second shove, you will impact my back and stop there. And you're still on.
Oh, you
Oh, damn it.
bunkered that up with your... Yeah, it was nearly an excellent play.
Yeah. Damn. Nothing to be done.
Sucks.
Tis the game. Okay, I just gonna score my 2. I do get a momentum for failing to drag it back into my half, so it's not all sadness and rain cloud.
Over to me.
Yep.
One day, I'll master the art of picking up just one card first time. Ahsoka Tano Jedi No More. I suppose we do want to get Ahsoka up into the mix of things, don't we? Yeah. We play Ahsoka. She's gonna do a move action. And then she's gonna pay a force to do a second move action, I suppose. No! Deploy true. But she was gonna be here.
Yeah.
I'll spend the force. There we go. And then I guess, I mean, she's not actually a very complicated creature on her own turn. So I guess I'll just give your Death Troopers a fair old wallop there. Do I want to swap stance first? Realise I didn't set my stance at the start of the game. But there you go. Death Troopers have 9 health. Yeah.
Death Troopers have 7 health and protection.
Oh,
It
I'm
is the
just...
Death Trooper Escort who
Yeah.
has 9 health.
I am going to flip to Form 5, and I'm going to roll my dice there, and I roll my 6 dice to see what I get.
I'm rolling 5 dice for defense, including the extra dice from General Veers being on the table.
Oh, okay, Ahsoka. I have 3 crits and 2 hits.
I have 4 blocks, so you're getting your 3 crits through.
Okay, I'm gonna do 2 damage, 2 shoves, and 2 heals. I think. I'm gonna check I can actually do the things that I want to do. Ah, no!
I shall
Yeah.
reduce that to 1 damage.
I'm gonna put the 2 heals on my good friends, the B2 battle droids, who desperately don't want to be disarmed or pinned. Thank you. And then I also have 2 shoves, so I guess I will shove these Death Troopers back to the Empire. Away with you. And then I will simply score the 3 that I had last time. Over to you, sir.
Right. Let's see if we can affect more than 1 point. General Veers.
General
Okay.
Maximilian Veers himself.
Sensational. Right. Apparently, tactics happen before anything else that says at the start of the activation. So the first thing I must do is you have your orders. I played that wrong last time we had Veers on the table. I'm sorry about that.
Oh,
But
well.
you have your orders. I
A secondary or a stormtrooper, but all your secondaries are
Yes.
stormtroopers.
Yes. I am going to use you have your orders on the night troopers. I'm going to dash this space of night troopers onto that objective. And I'm going to leave the other base of night troopers where it is. I have dashed them into engagement so they lose their hunker. But if nothing else happens, I'll be taking that objective, so that's nice. I'm then going to use We Are the Storm, selecting your back objective guarded by that base of B1s.
What?
Each enemy character.
Wait, what? What objective?
Your back objective,
Oh, guarded by
guarded by
B2s.
these B2s. Sorry.
Yeah, the
Um,
B1s are over here. That's why.
yeah.
Yes, very good.
Each enemy character within 2 of the chosen objective may dash. Then each enemy unit within 2 of the chosen objective suffers 3 damage. Each allied unit suffers 1 damage, and then if there is a control token on it, it is removed. So
Well, 3 damage would
you
kill
can.
me, so I better dash away. As much as that means giving up the objective, I will dash to here.
Okay. And then that becomes no one's objective.
It certainly does. No. Yes.
Okay. So, 1. I'm on track to get 3. Is there a way to get 4? I will have results. Pick a
Mhm.
stormtrooper, they dash, and then they may either remove a condition, gain a hunker, or make a 5-dice attack. In this instance, this Death Trooper is making a 5-dice attack into the B2s.
Okie dokie. The B2s. Are the B2s within 2 of Ahsoka? Yes, they get a free expertise into their defensive roll. Probably not that useful, but you know. So, with my free expertise on top, that is 2 blocks.
I have 4 hits, so I'm going 2 down my tray. I am going to choose to do you 2 damage, which you will reduce to 1, and pin you again.
So I take 1 damage and I'm pinned.
Okay. Veers is then going to take a move action.
Mm-hmm.
He ends it within an inch of this ladder, and
Mm-hmm.
so is able to come up the ladder. There's certainly a lot going on in a Veers turn.
Yeah.
Not sure I've quite got the hang of it, but and Ahsoka only can hurt the person who's killed her friend. She can't hurt just anyone, right?
Yes, but she does get a full move or a jump and 3 heals before that, so he's got fair old.
Okay. Right. Veers is going to take the combat action. Veers is going to make a 7-dice attack into the B2s.
Very good. I'm being shot. Again, extra dice. Well, 3 blocks.
Sorry, how many blocks?
3.
I have 4 hits after expertise and 2 crits, so I'm going 3 down my tray. Um, uh, TTS is freezing again, which is not the funnest thing in the world. I will do you 4 damage, a shove, and resolve 2 heals.
4 damage, so this will kill me. 4
I'm
goes
going to
down to 3, in fact, but it still kills me.
resolve the heals on the Night Troopers.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, I get my revenge attack with Ahsoka.
You
So
do.
the first thing, she gets 3 heals, so I will take the pin, even though the B1s are of course wounded, I will take the pin off them with 1 of the 3 heals. The other 2 are wasted.
I'm adding my momentum now.
Yeah. I cannot get to you to hit you, for I am engaged. And I do not think I actually want to move off this point, so that's all I'm going to do.
Okay. At the end of a combat action, the Death Troopers are able to use supporting fire dash to let General Veers dash.
Yep.
I'm going to pop him here. He is within range of that. There are 3 different people from 3 different units on that model, on that objective.
Yes, there are.
Don't think there's a way to get him up to that one. I'm ending my turn. I'm taking control of this objective.
Yeah.
I'm scoring 3. I'm failing to draw it back into my half. I'm getting another momentum. Over to you.
Yeah, over to me. Right. It's Kraken. Oh, Kraken is sad that the B2s are wounded. Interesting. Okay. Kraken. Kraken is going to use Do Not Let Them Escape on the B1s. They both get to do a dash. Okay. Interesting. Yep, okay. Kraken is gonna make the move action. And is gonna come up this ladder. And he's gonna take a shot at the Death Troopers. Yeah.
Okay.
That is a 7 dice, but I have Kalani on the field, so because I have Battle Droid and you're within 4 of other Battle Droids, it becomes an 8 dice attack.
Cool. I have 5 defensive dice at range, but it's up to 6 because General Veers is here.
3 hits, 2 crits.
3 blocks.
So I get to go 2 down my tree. So I will do 3 damage, a pin, and a shove.
I shall reduce that to 2 damage and a pin, and you resolve the shove.
I don't think I wish to shove you at this time.
Okay.
And then, because I've wounded you and you are within 4 of both B1s, you can gain an expose from combat AI protocols.
Do you mean injured or inflicted damage? Because you haven't wounded me.
I made in a combat action. I choose a targeted
All right.
character within 4.
That's fine. You use the word wounded, which has a game meaning.
And then,
Yes, I get an expose.
before I spend a force to do anything else, I need to think about my life a little bit. Question is, could I, with a dash, maneuver these B2s such as they're not engaged? Signs point to no. Because they're fairly boxed in. It's okay. Yeah, none of their amazing abilities actually require them to be shooting. You'd think that they would, but having read Saturation Fire, it doesn't suggest that it needs to be a ranged attack, and neither does Close Range Annihilation. So that's
To be
interesting.
fair, close range annihilation, you don't get much closer range than melee.
That's interesting. Okay. How much health have your Death Troopers got?
They have 4 remaining and protection.
Okay. We'll see about that. I am going to. Am I engaged? I have to punch this one that's next to me, aren't I? Yeah. Do we really spend quite so much force? Well, I'm going to spend a force to do tactical network. This enables my B2s to do a 5 dice attack into the Death Troopers, which becomes a 6 dice attack because Kalani is on the field. I do get 2 rerolls. I could spend my final 2 force to get an extra 2 dice. But I
Your
might
choice.
not quite like that force. Let's see who's coming up. We've got the B1s don't need any force. We've got Kalani. Grievous would quite like a force though. Yeah, so we'll keep that. So we'll do a 6 dice attack with 2 rerolls into the exposed Death Troopers.
I have 3 blocks, and I remove my expose.
Well, I have 2 rerolls and I have rolled 2 misses, so that is easy maths. I have. What did you get? I have 2 crits, a hit, and 2 expertise.
I have 3 blocks
Okay,
because my
so
expertise did that.
you block my single hit. My expertise is 2 damage, and I go 2 down my tree. How much health have you got total?
I have 4 remaining and protection.
Excellent. I'll do, with everything together, I can do 5 damage precisely and a shove. So you will
You
die.
kill me. Exactly.
I don't think there's a reasonable place that I desperately need to shove you. That's fine. You can stay there. I'll gain a momentum. I don't flip any objectives though, so that's tragic in so many ways. But I will score my 1. Over to you.
Okay. Let's see what I get from the top of my deck. It is Death Trooper Escort. Okay. Okay. Sorry, this is a thinking man's list that I've managed to come up with. It's not
Mm-hmm.
run forward and blitz things with lightsabers like is my normal custom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So DTE could repo a base of night troopers. Or he could dash himself, or he could repo some dead death troopers. Okay. I'm going to do some measuring. Okay. I would send a base of night troopers over here. They wouldn't be doing anything. I could with a landing zone problem.
Mm.
I realized you're going to be like, "Welcome to big base problems,
Yeah,
man."
yeah, yeah. Very much so.
Okay, I am I'm going to dash Death Trooper Escort.
Very good.
I like where my Night Troopers are, and if I like where they are, there's really no reason.
Yeah.
DTE gets to this ladder, and as soon as my tabletop simulator unfreezes, I will place him within an inch of the top of it. There we go, and there we go.
Mm-hmm.
DTE. Ideally, I want a way to get behind Ahsoka. Because right
Interesting.
now, putting shoves on her will just send her back towards the objective. Or do I just try to absolutely book it across the board? That objective's a long way away. Advance. My dash, I'm going to place myself manually rather than using the automatic tool because the
Yeah.
automatic tool is a wall.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's clearly a legal dash. Sorry, I spend a force to tactical advance, giving me a dash and a focus.
Yep.
And then I am going to hit Ahsoka with 8 dice in melee.
Very well.
I am very aware of what you can do with your remaining 2 force. I have 4 hits and a crit.
Remembering to add in my bonus expertise, although it doesn't actually help me. I have 5 blocks, a crit to a normal, and a jump.
Okay, you get to jump.
Ahsoka just doesn't die. I mean, this is my experience playing against her as well. I don't want to jump because I'm the bulwark against you taking this objective.
Right, so in that case, what I have done is I have created a tie which potentially something else can break later.
Hmm. But you are still scoring 3. You're in a very commanding position.
Yes. I can't say I'm that sore about it. I score 3 and
Over to me, hey? Now that Veers turn was really good. Shatterpoint, thinking point. Dear me. Oh, there's a lot to consider here. Right. Dear me. Okay. What is in range of you? Right, so you could move both of those. If that's what we wanted to do. Kalani. And then I'd have models on there. You 2 and 2, and then see what he could do with his own activation. That's all potential fun. Mm-hmm. Okay, we could do that. We could go Kraken, but I think that's less useful. I mean, easier for him to get himself onto the point, I suppose. But that would then leave Kalani with an activation window which can move later in the deck. We could go Grievous, but I don't think Grievous is going to achieve super much. He could probably kill Death Trooper Escort if he has a good day. We could wake the B2s and take that back point, but then the B2s would surely be killed again. And this one base of B2s isn't going to take. That's not going to. It's not going to be a 2-point strike. I will Shatterpoint Kalani. For better or worse. So I get to move each support within 4 a dash, which I think is just going to be these 2 B1s. Very good.
Just gonna. Yep.
So
create a tie.
Create a tie, yes. And then we'll go for Kalani's activation himself. Gonna come along here. He is going to read his card once again. He does not require line of sight. You have 2 force, so if I were to kill these night troopers, well, you don't even have to spend force for them, do you? Just sort of come back.
Yes, if you kill the night troopers, they will come back. I don't spend force, and I don't have a choice.
So we're going to take a shot at General Veers' tactical genius, I suppose. That's a 7 dice attack, and you're certainly within 4 of some other droids, so I get an 8th dice from Kalani's innate.
Okay. Rolling the 6 dice that are on my card, I don't get an extra dice because I'm not myself a stormtrooper. And that's 2 blocks and a heal.
I have, with my expertise, 6 hits and 2 crits. So I go 5 down my tree. No, 4, yeah. Yeah, it said 2 blocks, yeah?
2 blocks and a heal, yeah.
Yeah, so I go 5 down my tree, which is the full thing. Okay. Let's do... How many shoves do I feel like doing? 2 is fine. You
Are
have 9...
you looking at Kraken's tree?
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Yeah. I always do that with these. It doesn't matter. I haven't made any mistakes. I have the same number of attack dice and the same ranged expertise. In my defense. Okay. What?
I said, no, it's fine. Everyone makes mistakes.
Right, so 5 down my tree. How much health do you have?
I think I have 9, which I believe is what you do on your tree, isn't it?
I can do 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Right.
Oh no, I can go this other way and do 9. I see. I can add. Yeah, I can.
Well, let me. Sorry.
I've never
Okay,
done.
so 4 and 5. Yes, you can do 9.
Yeah.
If you don't want to reposition, you can do 9.
Fine. So we'll do 9 damage with 2 shoves, a disarm, and a free tactical network.
Right, so I have a heal. By the time I get to use my heal, the damage is already applied, and therefore I'm wounded, and therefore I can't remove damage, so I will remove the disarm.
Yeah. I will do my 2 shoves. Can you just move your tool here? That's my tool. Gosh. I'm blue. No, stay on the floor, you stupid.
No, Phil. Blue plays Ewoks.
Yes, he does. I have resolved to build my Ewoks now. They look quite good. I'm not saying we're in Ewok meta. Okay. So I also got a free use of tactical network, which I guess I will use on this base of B1s. They're gonna do a 5 dice melee attack into the Night Troopers. They're gonna get a 6th dice from Kalani. And the game here is that I have a repo on 2.
I see.
Alas. Unlikely.
I turn one of your expertise to a miss because it's free, and I have 4 blocks.
Yes, they do nothing because they're B1s. Quite, yes. So that's fine. But I believe I have taken this point.
Yep.
So I will have it. And I will score 2. Hit the 0.
Hit the middle, and we both get momentum.
Yep.
Okay.
Over to you.
What's on the top of my deck? It is Morgan Elsbeth. Right. I'm going to have to use a button I don't think I've used in a while on TTS. I'm
Yeah.
going to use Draw, which will let me look at the top card of my deck without showing it to you. And then I need to remember. Okay.
Sadly, I did see that was the Shatterpoint card.
Oh, right. Okay.
Whatever you did, it was face up.
Right. Okay. I'll have to practice with that in my own time. I am choosing to put the Shatterpoint card back on the top of the deck. Because yes, I'd quite like to have that. And Morgan Elsbeth is consequently getting to focus and dash. And okay. I think my first Morgan Elspeth action may end up being a little disappointing, just because she's ended up very far from relevance.
Off and away on strategic positions, I suppose.
Okay. I will move here and I'll use the ladder. Okay. 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 I will take cover, gaining a hunker token. I will then do myself 2 damage, use Manipulating Hand. Ahsoka Tano, go for a walk. And I end my turn And Death Trooper Escort takes... No, he doesn't. Last. I thought he was in range of that point. He is not in range of that point.
Hmm.
Just double check that measurement. No, neither of those two death. I realise one of them is dead, but neither of those two Death Troopers who I thought were in range of the point is actually in range of the point. Oh well. That's life.
Yeah.
That's what all the people say.
Life, love, and Shatterpoint.
I score 2. Over to you.
Lag. There we go. Kalani again. Okay. So let me see here, Kalani. Those B1s have annoyingly placed themselves out of range to be dashed. Do I want Kalani at this point? What are my other cards? Grievous and the B1s? Hmm. 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 Okay. I think I will play Kalani. Yeah. So these, let me just see here. So they are on that point, and they are currently on that point as well. So these B1s benefit from Kalani's tactic dash, and they're just gonna get themselves right into the middle here. Kalani is going to.
Yeah, didn't dash us across that other point. That was very silly.
Yeah. So currently, the only thing of yours on this point are these night troopers, right? That's
Yes,
alive.
because
I mean,
Veers is dead
yeah,
and the Death Trooper.
yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. And you've got 2 cards left in your deck, which are Shatterpoint and
Enoch, and we
Enoch.
both
Right.
know
Okay.
that they are in that order. Technically, only I should know they're in that
Yeah.
order, but we both know
Yeah.
in
Okay.
principle.
So. Hmm. Trying to discern the best use of my turn. I think I'm gonna move. And I'm gonna take a shot at I'm gonna take a shot at Death Trooper Escort.
Okie dokie.
I assume. Oh, no, I'm not. That's tragic for me. Well, I'll take a shot at the Night Troopers.
Okay.
I will have a bonus dice.
And we will have a bonus dice for General Veers.
Yes, sir.
That is
Interesting.
2 blocks, and I'm going to turn one of your expertise to a miss.
Joke's on you. I rolled 3 expertise and my table only goes to 2.
Righto.
I have 5 hits and a crit. How many blocks did you say?
2, so it goes down to 3 hits and a crit. So you're going 4 down your trade.
4. Okay. Um,
Remember, it is this tactical droid. This one.
I don't know that shoves are desperately a possible thing. So
Again, it's this tactical droid. This one over here. The one I'm circling with my mouse.
oh, it is again somehow fine. Yes, wonderful. 4. So I have precisely one decision to make. Okay. That is potentially much better then, because he can simply repo onto that objective. Cool. All right. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage, a shove that's pointless, a free force ability, and then a repo, and the order is quite important. So, yes, so that was 5 damage.
Yep, that has left me 1 from death, but obviously death ain't what it used to be.
I am going to use my free tactical network on this B2 body, which I'm getting a lot of use out of a corpse here. And I think what I'm going to do is dash. Once again, wherever they dash, they'll be in. Oh, my dash tool is attached to your dude. It's really
Bearing in,
different. Go on.
bear in mind that being engaged with the Death Troopers, not DTE, but the Death Troopers, won't stop you making ranged attacks because they're dead.
It's really difficult to know whether I want to kill night troopers. You know, I'm sitting here like, do I kill them? Do I get the momentum? I don't know. Is that a good thing? I don't know. Or am I better employed doing a chunk of damage to someone who'll stay dead? I don't know. Um, well, I'm going to dash them. I'm going to dash them to here so they can be form of a wall, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I'm going to punch Death Trooper Escort.
Okay.
So it's 5 dice, which goes up to 6, I think. Yeah, there's another droid there. Do I still have 2 force? What are my bottom 2 cards? It's Grievous and the B1. Yeah. Well, no, fuck Grievous. Let's just do it. Let's go. I'm going to spend 2 force.
Okay.
I'm going to make it an 8 dice attack with 2 rerolls.
Okay. I'm rolling my 6 defense dice because I have the assistance of General Maximilian Veers. I have 5 block.
Well, I'll re-roll my want miss. Five blocks, so you block my 4 hits, but I have 2 crits and 2 expertise, so I'm doing a total of 5 damage and a shove. So
I shall reduce it 4 damage in a shove because I have protection.
yeah, you will. And then I guess I am now behind you in a place where I might reasonably want to shove you. Although I am concerned of just shoving you onto this objective for next struggle, but I think shoving you back is probably useful.
I'm terribly, terribly sorry.
Mm.
I use discipline and reposition towards an active point.
Not there, you don't.
No, not there. I don't. Here.
That's tragic. I do then still have this repo to resolve, which is, of course, going to take me over here. So, with that utterly pointless attack, I have lost this point,
Swapsy swapsies.
but I've gained this one over here.
I
Yeah.
think it's because I'm not hosting, but I'm just finding my TCS keeps freezing. It's very annoying.
So I will score 2, and we will gain. You've got a dangerous quantity of momentum. It's your go.
Yeah.
If you can do something, you can win.
Yeah, and it's the Shatterpoint. So, okay. A momentum or taking a point. Ideally guaranteed, ideally without using a force. That is held by 2 to 1. That's held by 1. I Shatterpoint Lady Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
I look at the top card of my deck.
Is it
I
Enoch?
see that it is. Yeah, yes, it's Enoch. Nothing has gone terribly wrong.
Very good.
I look at it, notice that it's Enoch, put it back on the top of the empty deck rather than the bottom of the empty deck, because that matters.
Yeah.
Because it determines what I get next, which is going to be a dash and a focus. I dash to the top of this ladder, position myself at the bottom of this ladder. I'm then going to take a move action, arrive at the bottom of this ladder, ascend it, and then I'm going to take a recover action. I know this is not an exciting turn,
I mean,
but
it wins you the struggle, but you do hate to see it. Like, I'm going to Shatterpoint my primary. I'm going to move and dash.
yep, and recover. I recover a wound, which is like recovering a force for her,
Yeah.
which is something.
Yeah.
And I've managed to do that without using my last force, so I have a force for Enoch at the opening of Struggle 2.
Yeah.
I take control of this one
Yeah.
and I score 3 and win,
Yeah.
reset,
Yeah.
and it's over to you, my friend.
Interesting. So, do I pick the one biased towards your side? No, not this time. I will pick. Yeah, this one. So,
It has done that thing where it's given us the wrong one.
right.
So I will turn off the one near Enoch, and you turn on the one near where your B1s came from.
Right.
I don't know if the priority roll is also going to be a hilarious catastrophe of errors, but at least we don't need to do it every turn.
Yes, indeed. Okie dokie do. So, let me just have a look at the state of play here. This center objective is a tie.
It is contested by the dead Death
Oh,
Troopers and the
no.
live Ahsoka Tano.
Yeah, your DT's just out. Right, okay. And I have this, so I have 2. You have
I will
1.
have this one unless something changes.
Yeah, okay. Let's see who we draw. General Grievous. Man. Yeah, well, he kind of wishes that I had not spent my force pointlessly when I did. I'm just going to look at the other side of my stance card. to see what General Grievous's range is on his ranged attack. Okay, thank you for that. 5 tool, could you stop being a melt? You are not within shootable animal range. This Death Trooper escort is, although if I fail to kill it, it will once again move around randomly and do stuff. In a way that I do not enjoy.
It is really interesting how protective that ability can be sometimes, where people go, I'm not going to shoot DCE, he'll move.
I do not believe that Grievous is moving and hunkering onto that objective. That is not on the cards. So... don't think he's getting that either. So... oh, I was a fool. A fool to spend the force that I spent. Yeah. Okay. Well, it is what it is. I can choose a battle droid within 4 and dash it. Is there such a creature? Can I have a green or red ring? Yeah, there we go. There is such a creature. Can I dash you over here? I mean, probably not. Maybe. Well, we shall see.
Well, yeah, that's very much. I really wouldn't want to bet it very much either way on that.
TTS says yes.
Yay! I don't know why I'm cheering. Like you don't like to see a turn that doesn't do anything, do you? You like to see turns that are successful,
Right,
even when
so
they're not.
that was a great use of Grievous's tactic. Shall we just walk forwards and smack Death Trooper Escort in the face with a great many lightsabers? Perhaps so.
Well, I think the arithmetic's pretty clear. If you kill him, you'll get a momentum and you'll have taken Death Trooper Escort off the field till he next draws. If you don't kill him, I have a force can reposition onto that central objective and it would tie it, and you wouldn't take it with a Ahsoka.
I'm going to slap you.
Okay.
I'm going to slap you with 4 lightsabers.
That's as many as 2 twos. That's terrible.
What is 5 expertise, Grievous? Okay, apparently I have 2 hits, 2 crits, and 2 damage.
Okay. I have 3 blocks.
How much health do you have?
I have 5 health and protection.
Okay, take 7 damage.
I die.
Grievous in time. Good. I killed somebody. I get to do 2 heals. That's probably pointless. I could. There's no conditions on these B2s. It's totally pointless. If you were a Force user, I would generate 2 Force, but famously, not Force users, the Death Trooper escorts. I could now dash a battle droid within 3 and make a 5 dice into your corpse. I mean, I guess it's free. I'll continue to shuffle around the B2s and be annoying with them and put them like here.
Okay.
And then they don't even have any conditions, right? Like until much later in their tree. But sure, I'll do a 6 dice attack with rerolls. Worst case scenario, you get to spend force to move a corpse.
I can only do that if I'm not wounded. You can't discipline while you're wounded. I rolled 5 expertise for some stupid reason, so 2 blocks.
I'm going to re-roll my failure, and I'm also going to re-roll my expertise on the basis that my expertise is just damage, and you're dead.
Yep.
Into another hit and another expertise. I have 5 hits. What did you get?
2 blocks.
3 hits. I can't get to anything good. I can get to...
You can get to a reposition and move the corpse yet further.
Oh, yeah. That's true. Or I could shove you nearer the objective. None of these things desperately appeal. I'll just stand here and stop making the turn go on forever, shall I? So I claim this, and I claim... Oh, gosh, I didn't roll priority. Let's hope that goes in my favour. Realistically, I took the only points that I was going to be able to take, right?
Yep.
So I don't feel bad. Have I mysteriously gained an extra point? I don't know. No. That's good. I gained 3. Over to you.
I take control of Morgan's point.
You do.
I flip this card that can only be Enoch. It is, shockingly, Enoch.
Hey there, Enoch. What are you going to do?
Well, he's just going to Enoch around. He is going to take the move action, land at this convenient ladder that so many people have travelled up before him, place himself within an inch of the top of it, a teeny tiny bit further forward, not quite that far forward, and it shuffle and measure a clock. There we go. I'm happy with that. That's as far forward as I want him. He is then going to spend my remaining force for, by your command, Grand Admiral. Choose another allied stormtrooper character. This base of night troopers. They dash. I'm not going to use a tool because I don't think they have a full landing zone right at the end of the tool. I'm going to drop here. And then because the thing that I dashed is a night trooper, Enoch himself will get to dash. My TTS is frozen. Unfreeze. There we go. And he places himself here. Right. With that, I have put 2 live bodies on this point and will take it.
You have, yeah.
It is not the priority point, or it's not the second half of the priority point. But I don't think the second half of the priority point was realistically reachable. I have another action. I could attack Ahsoka Tano. Let's look at all the things Ahsoka Tano could do. She could spend... No, you're out of force. She cannot put half the damage back on me. She does have really good defense. There is a possibility she could jump, but jumping off the point I've just taken, I'm happy if you do that. Yes, I do think there is no reason not to attack Ahsoka. I'm going to make a attack into Ahsoka. It's going to be a melee attack. I'm going to use Die Well. You're exposed, and so am I.
One block. I rolled 4 natural misses.
Okay.
I have a question, actually.
Yes, your expertise. The expertise that you add in after the roll takes full effect. You remove all your dice expertise, and then you add an expertise in.
In that case, I get 2 blocks and a crit to a normal.
2 blocks and a crit to a normal?
Yep.
Right, I have 3 hits and 2 crits. Either way, you're blocking 2 of them.
Yep.
So I'm going 3 down my tree. With 3 down my tree, I am going to do you 4 damage and a pin, and I'm going to have a heal, which I will use to heal the expose I just gave myself.
Very good.
Very nice. Very much like a mini armorer. but a mini armorer, because armorer would have left me dead. I'll take control of this point, and I am scoring 2, putting it there, and I get a momentum for failing to draw it back to my side. Over to you.
The legends themselves, the B1s. Right, they are starting within 2 of an inactive, so they get a dash or impact sharpshooter. Interesting. I don't feel like that's going to be incredibly helpful for their lives in either sort of species. But you know, I'll take the dash. And then I guess I will well, I'll have to do the move action to get onto this point, won't I? So that dash really was totally pointless. And then I shall I guess I'll declare the combat action, and the B1s will punch the night troopers. I'm not hopeful.
I have a single point of health.
Sure, I am B1s. I do get a 6th dice because Kalani's on the field.
Okay, that expertise you've
5
that
hits.
expertise you've rolled becomes a miss
Okay,
because
4
of
hits.
unnatural vigor, and I have 2 blocks.
Oh wow! I get to go 2 down my tree. 2 damage in a reposition.
Well, that 2 damage will kill me. But wait, I'm back, baby.
So I have questions. I have
Yeah.
combat AI protocols. After an allied battle droid makes a combat action, choose a targeted character within 4. The chosen character gains a condition. I think I have to put my condition on you before you come back, and then you can remove it, right? I can't do it
No,
after.
I don't think so.
What does?
Because we are currently in the middle of your combat action. You
Okay.
declared the combat action. That
Yeah.
combat action contains 2 attacks.
Yeah.
We've resolved attack number 1.
Yeah.
Attack number 1 wounded me.
Yeah.
As soon as I'm wounded, I flip to being injured.
Yeah.
So that happened now, and you'll
Okay.
get to expose me at the end of your combat action.
Yeah. Or strain you. I should choose. All right.
But yeah,
Okay. So that happens. I gain a momentum. I gain a momentum the first time I kill you, right?
yes, technically you gain a momentum whenever you kill me, and I don't already have an injured token. So if you kill a stormtrooper while I'm near Morgan and I remove all my injured
Uh-huh.
tokens, potentially I'm releasing the possibility of another momentum. But
Uh-huh.
yeah, in
Right.
this instance, you gain a momentum.
Okay. So the second base of B1s, I think I'm going to punch Enoch. Right? Just because he's
Okay.
there. Does he do something when I hit him?
No, he's got defensive expertise that I would characterize as actually good.
Oh, yeah.
But it's not like he's got jumps, he's got damage. It's just he's got one for one, 2 for 2, and on a 4-up he does some crit mitigation.
Right.
I have rolled 4 blocks.
Cool. I go 1 down my tree and deal you a damage. But now you're an eligible target for combat AI protocols, so I will shove the expose onto Enoch instead of targeting the nitrogen.
I shouldn't have bragged about my good defensive expertise.
Yeah. And then I flip that point through bodies, I believe.
Yeah, yeah. Outnumber me 3-2, you do.
And then I will score 3. 1, 2, 3. And then I will redo my deck.
Okay. Right. I'm gonna see what I get from the top of my deck. And it is Morgan once again. Okay. Okay. I'm going to try pressing the draw button. I'm just going to sort of slow down and see what
I
happens.
can turn the camera away and not look, right? And stare into the void, unless you want me to tell you if what you've done is successful.
It might be useful.
Right, okay, so I will observe what you do then. Yes, I can see that that is General Veers. It is face up.
Yeah. Okay, flip. I shall place General Veers on top of my water deck.
In future, if you just tell me that we're doing it, I will just turn the camera away, and the fact that I'm uploading this to YouTube will keep me honest. But I appreciate you probably want to learn for any other TTS games you may do.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. If I get another Morgan draw, which I may not this game,
Yeah.
I will just ask you to turn the camera away because I think we've established I certainly don't know the trick to it yet.
Yeah.
But yes.
If anybody knows how to
Yeah.
draw a card and not reveal it to your opponent, please let us know in the comments.
Okay.
Did you put your card on the top or the bottom, by the way?
I put the card. Who knows what card it was on the top? So it's going to be a dash and a focus.
Yep. Why did I leave Grievous on quad arm attack? Who can say?
I will. I will advance.
Yep.
Let's. Oh, that's. I'm slightly overlapping Grievous. Pop him there.
Yep.
Okay. Grievous has no friends within 2. So, Mr. the General Grievous,
Yep.
you will die here alone.
Yep.
You have 11 wounds, don't you?
I do.
Yeah. Going to have a look at the other side. I can do 10, I can't do 11. But,
Coughs
no.
dramatically.
What I can do, yeah. I am going to make the attack. I'm going to use supporting fire strain to put a strain on Grievous right now, and I have a strain in my tree.
Very well.
So if I can full tree, I will be able to kill Grievous. So 11 dice.
I have 2 blocks.
Right, I have 4 hits, 3 crits and a damage. You have 2 blocks,
Yep.
so I go down to 2 hits. Sorry, did you say 2 blocks?
Yep.
I go down to 2 hits, 3 crits, and a damage, so that I am full treeing. And I am doing you 11 damage plus a strain.
Okay.
Oh, I'm doing you 10 damage plus a strain. You already have a strain, so it becomes 11 damage. I'm healing twice.
All right. I will have my revenge.
In this life or the next, go for it.
Ahsoka. Ahsoka gets to heal 3 times first, which removes this pin. and 2 of these damages, which is good. And then we will see. I believe there is a jump intoable gap there. Let us perhaps learn. I don't know. No, there is not. Undo. Is there a jump?
You can. Yeah.
I don't think I can get into range to do the combat action. So it could be up here. Or I could just stay where I am. I will just stay where I am and thank you for the healing.
Okay. Okay. This is 3 to 2. So manipulating hand one of your guys to walk away is not going to give me the point. I will, however, manipulating hand crack.
That
I realise that won't give me the point, but it will make it no one. It will make it an unattended point, which I think is to my advantage. Come here, Kraken, and then ascend this ladder.
very good.
And I will pay for this with blood.
Very good.
Right, gaining momentum, but don't flip any points. Score 1. Gain another momentum for not having flipped it onto my side. I don't think I'm taking this struggle.
My go.
You go.
The B1 battle droids. Well, 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 well. Well. I really don't want to move them. I really don't want to play with them. I'm going to score 3. I really need to do something. And the B1s are not poised to do something. I'm going to reserve them. This begs the question of, am I going to reserve them to reserves, or am I going to reserve them to bottom deck? I think I'm going to reserve them to bottom deck. The B2s. Oh, very well. The B2's awake.
And I think you've won the struggle just by waking up.
Very likely, yeah. So I need to have a little think about what I want to do with my B2s, if anything. So on here, alive, you have Enoch, Captain of the Guard, Night Troopers, and I have now these 3 and this. So the B2s can happily leave if that's what they want to do with their lives. So they will leave. And these ones will move up here. Yep, that will do. Just out. Man, these B2s up here are just fated to spend the entire game doing nothing. These ones, however, have successfully cleared melee with Enoch, Captain of the Guard. So, they're going to do a shooting at Enoch, Captain of the Guard. How much health do you have, Enoch, Captain of the Guard?
I have 8 health remaining of my total of 9.
Fuck it. I'm going to spend 2 force. So, for Saturation Fire. So this is going to be 6 dice plus 2 from Saturation Fire makes 8, plus 1 from Kalani being on the table makes 9 with 2 rerolls.
Cool. I have 6 dice and I am exposed. Clearing the exposed now. I get nothing because I have a mixture of failures and expertise.
Reroll these 2 misses, although I realise it may be pointless.
I think you're full treeing anyway, but you can roll them into more expertise.
I did.
And you do roll them into more expertise.
So I get to full tree plus 2 damage.
Mm-hmm.
So how much wounds do I need to do?
You would need to do me 8 wounds.
It's the same either way, yeah. So 1, 2.
But I see that you have 9 on your tree, plus
you're,
2 from the thing.
You're taking 11 damage.
Yes, I'm very dead.
I'm just weighing up between a pin and an expose, really. And a repo versus a second shove. Do I want a repo? Not really. I like where I am. I would probably like to pin you, though. Shoves aren't going to do anything because your back stops. Yeah, we will do the wound and a pin.
Okay. You get the momentum.
Didn't really need it, did I? And I scored the board and win the struggle.
Mm-hmm.
Into struggle 3.
Okay. Let's flip it. Okay. Bearing very much in mind that every time we've done this, it has it's given us the opposite of the one we've asked for.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't actually love any of these combos.
Why is this photograph so wonky, Dizzard? Come on. Look at it.
Right. I think I want this one. And it does give us the one I asked for. Lovely. Okay. And let's roll priority. And it's the myth and the expertise. So yeah, it's the myth is the one under your B2s. And the expertise is the one which I believe Veers may take simply by waking up, although obviously he'll need to stay where he is to keep it for and hold it because control flips at the end of the turn. Cool. Okay. I know who it is, but let's flip it, make it official. It's General Veers. The man with no fears, Mr. Veers. Okay. I have to start with you have your orders. Okay, let's check. Okay, this is currently tied with a unit of night troopers and a unit of B1.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm sorry, my game is frozen. Well, let's dash the only stormtroopers which aren't wounded. So let's dash these night troopers. This base is going to come here. This base is just going to slightly adjust itself so that we've got like a sort of wall of bodies protecting this point.
Yep.
That point well and truly sorted. And then it's time for We Are the Storm. Kalani hasn't taken any damage. The B2s are also fresh. I'm going to bombard Kalani's point. Kalani has the choice whether they wish to dash at the moment.
No, he's going to eat it. Is it 3?
It is 3.
Bob, that's cracking every time. Bob.
It is definitely Kalani of which I speak.
Yeah, you have to mouse over them because the models don't actually resemble the miniatures in the real world either. They're weird video game things. So, but yes, I've been mousing over to try and work out who I'm talking about.
Okay, I have the option to do We Will Have Results, which will let me move a Stormtrooper. But almost all of my Stormtroopers are dead, apart from the Stormtroopers I've just moved in to take this point. It does also let that Stormtrooper do a bit of shooting. Yeah. I will have results from you, Death Trooper. Spending 2 force now because Veers has been wounded once.
Death Troopers are pinned.
So they are. Undo.
I suppose you can move on to clear the pin, right?
Yes, but I only get to move one of them, so if I do that to clear the pin, yeah, no, I will nevertheless do. I will have results on the Death Troopers, on that Death Trooper specifically clearing the pin, and then he's just going to shoot at Kalani Super Tactical Droid with his normal rifle type thing.
Oh, very good.
Just checking, not engaged by either of your B1s, and 5 dice in your face.
No, those are attack dice, Phil.
My TTS has frozen. There we go. Oh, that's very good. 3 crits and a hit.
I have 4 blocks.
Right home. So I am going to do you 4 damage and a pin.
4 and a pin. Very good.
Okay. I'm then going to have going to have a quick look at Veers' other side. Ugh. Right, no. Yeah, Veers is going to shoot Kalani
Very good.
with 7 dice.
Two blocks.
I have 5 hits. So I'm going 3 down my tree. I am going to do you 3 damage, 2 shoves, and I'll take the heal. The heal will do nothing,
This
but
kills
I
the
do want.
Kalani.
Oh, does it?
Just, yeah. I removed these 2 damage and put this one on. Now he's taken 10.
Okay, I thought I needed more damage than that. Oh, grand. I'll take the 2 shoves anyway, which would get you off the point, but yeah.
And then I'll
Veers
have
now
revenge,
has a
or do you
choice.
have another action? Do you have any more of this combat action? I mean,
No more of this combat action, so Ahsoka Tano may take her revenge.
she heals 3 times, so now she's back on full health. In fact, that was only 2 heals. Is there anything else she can be? No, you haven't hurt the B1s or anyone else. And then Ahsoka might finally be in range to like beat on the person she wants to beat on. Yeah. Gonna do some Veers beating.
Okay.
So I get my full 6 dice.
I will defend with 5 on account of close combat not being Maximilian Veers' speciality. He would much prefer to be fighting Ahsoka from the comfort of an AT-AT.
Interesting. I rolled awfully. A single crit and a hit.
Well, I have 3 blocks and a heal. So you apply a crit and then I heal.
A damage and a shove.
I'll heal off the damage, resolve the shove.
Okay, well, I will shove you this way.
Are you following up that shove?
No. Because where
Okay.
I am, I'm taking this objective. And
Okay.
I realise that you can move back onto it, or you can move over onto this other one, but I don't see
Yep.
where you're getting both.
Okay. Right. Maximilian Veers, for his last action, is going to climb. Landing here. In range on the right level, which
Yep.
trumps in range on the wrong level.
Yep.
Do you mind if I press your refresh tool and put all your tools back in your box?
Yeah, go for it.
There.
It does not obey you.
Press,
There you go.
and then stop this chess clock, which we have here for some reason.
Chess clocks. Everybody likes chess clocks.
Okay. At the end of my turn and at the start of this struggle, I'm taking control of this point and this point.
Yep.
No one is taking control of this point, and you are taking control of that point.
I certainly am.
And I score 2. Over to you.
Over to me. Okay. All right. It's Kraken. Interesting. Okay. Well. Hmm.
Oh, I've just worked out why Kalani died. I'd forgotten that I did 3 lots of damage to Kalani, didn't I? Not just 2.
I think so.
Right, yes. That's why Kalani died. All is good.
Yeah. Okay. Kraken, 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 Kraken. Death Troopers are dead, aren't they?
They are.
Right. Okay. Okay. But far more satisfying. Yeah, I'm going to use my tactic to move the B2 battle droids. Both halves of the unit can dash. This base of B2s is going to dash to this ingress point and then ascend to here. And then I'm going to send Kraken.
I think you're slightly overhanging.
Yeah, it should be possible to place them in the lip, but the
Right,
TTS
yep.
terrain doesn't
I'm
allow it, is the
I'm
issue.
happy to say that they are in the lip. Yeah. Place them overhanging, and we will understand that they are in the lip.
Kraken's going to come this way. Kraken is going to shoot at Maximilian Veers with a bonus dice.
Four blocks and a heal.
Oh, Kraken. I roll 4 misses, but I do get 3 expertise. So that is 3 hits and a crit. So I go 1 down my tree. I will take the damage and a shove that brings me.
Okay, I will heal the damage, but the shove gets resolved.
Sparing you the ignoble fate of being exposed by AI protocols, sadly. But I'll spend a force to do whatever it's called, tactical network onto the B2s, who will dash up the ingress point.
Yep.
And then they can make a 5 dice on whomever they bloody well please. I wish the little avatar things on the overlays would actually load. So you've got Veers on full, Morgan Elsbeth's taken 2, and the Night Troopers on full. Is that right?
That's correct, and the other models are wounded.
Yeah. So I could shoot Veers, but he's out of the deck. I could shoot Night Troopers, but they would come back, and those are my options. Against Veers, I'll get my rerolls. Against the Night Troopers, I will not get my rerolls. I guess I'll shoot General Veers. 6 dice with 2 rerolls into General Veers.
Two blocks and a heal.
I will reroll this failure. Should I reroll something else as well? Not really. I do know what you've rolled when I'm setting my rerolls, right? So I guess I'll
Yeah,
reroll this single hit because why not?
because yep.
Didn't get anything useful for it, but there you are. You take 2 damage from my expertise tree and an additional 3 damage and a shove from my 2 crits, so 5 damage and a shove.
I heal off one of the damage.
And I think you are protected from being shoved by these sandbags.
Right, sir.
So there you are. But I take this point by virtue of being on the correct level.
Yep.
And that is the
And you
2
have
special
the
points.
yes. So you score 3.
I do score 3. 1, 2, 3. And it's your turn, and you must re-roll the priority.
Rolling priority. Is that exactly the same? No, it's not exactly the same.
No.
So it is the unoccupied point and the point you've just moved your B2s on are the 2 priority points.
Yep.
Okay. What do I get to try to do this with? Death Trooper Escort. Well, if anyone is the man to do it, it is that man. Right. What can be done with a large base and dash? I'm allowed to have both tools out. I need to decide if I think that looks like a large base space or not. and then my TTS can freeze. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Go to... Right. Actually, well, it's really damn close. I do activate DTE. I do choose to... I do activate DTE, and I do choose to use Imperial Efficiency on the Night Troopers, who do move there. I check range. They've not got themselves within range of that active objective. That's a real shame. I need to get better at judging what big bases can do.
Yeah.
I don't wish to move the other base because obviously that would hand control of that point over to you, and that is the last thing in the world I wish to do.
Have you not done so anyway? No, that
Nope.
back B1's not quite on. Okay.
Okay. Right. Let's go. Okay. DTE. It's going to spend 2 force for tactical advance. Up the ladder he goes.
Can you cut the corner of the building like that?
Oh, I have cut the corner of the building. No, I can't do that. I will instead then take...
I think you might still be able to do it, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right. Okay. Looking at where the shadow is,
Yeah, it's a lot more
I can do
dicey.
that. I can do that.
Is that one?
And then see if this is one. Shadows make it look like it is.
Yeah, I
Do
think
you
it is.
agree?
Happy days, happy days. But it was a lot closer than it otherwise could have been.
Yeah. Uh, 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 okay, and I think a ranged attack is the thing.
Okay, yeah.
So 9 dice into those B2s.
The rascally B2s.
6 hits and a crit.
What is 3 expertise? 2 blocks.
2. So that's my 3. 7 damage won't kill you, will it?
Nope. You need to do 9 because they're 8 with protection.
I shall do you 5 damage, which you will reduce to 4.
Yep.
Disarm you, pin you, shove you twice, and I'll have a reposition.
Very good.
So I'll angle the shove. Okay. No, there is no angle at which the first shove does not leave you on the edge. So I will put you on the edge. And then off the edge you go with the second shove.
Yep.
I won't bother following up because I have a nice hefty reposition to get me where I want to go. Unsnap. And I have a extra action that I didn't expect to have because I got the reposition. And I will use that extra action to punker.
Very good.
With that, I take control of this one. I retain control of that one. I score 2, and it's over to you.
Yes, sir. Kalani. Right. Well, I guess he can score 3 points. He wakes up. He considers his existence. I think he's in one of those positions where he can do nothing with his tactic. He's going to have a very impactful turn, but which is not very exciting, unless I can think of something. I think,
as I see it, you're going to take that point by walking onto it.
Yeah.
You're going to take that point by moving a B2 base even a tiny distance. You're then going to have some attacks, which all you need to do with the attacks is not trigger something that stops either of those things from happening,
yeah,
and you will score 4 points because you will have 3 plus.
yeah.
You'll clear the priority.
Unfortunately, this is Kalani, so his tactic move has a range of 4, and his spend forceful move also has a range of 4.
Oh.
Kraken has a global dash, but Kalani has... Kraken has globally dash 2 units. Kalani has dash everything within a 4-inch bubble.
What I don't think I realised is that Tactical Network has a 4-inch range. I think I thought Tactical Network was anywhere on the board.
It certainly has a range on it. So I don't think I'm going to achieve very much. I mean, I'm going to score 3 points by taking both special objectives, so I can't be too sad. But I don't know that I'm achieving anything exciting. I don't have a repo on 4, I suppose.
Does Kalani have any way to move himself twice in his turn other than getting 4 to get a repo?
He does not. This is why Kraken is generally regarded to be the best pick if you're only packing 1 tactical droid. I'm going to move to here. I'm going to shoot General Veers. I'm getting a bonus dice because you're within 4 of another droid.
Cool. Four blocks and a heal.
Okay, 4 expertise. I have 3 hits, 2 crits, so it's just 3 damage and a shove.
Cool. I'll take the 3 damage and then I will heal 1 of it, leaving me on a total of 6. Resolve the shove as you like.
I will shove you. Will I? I mean, it just takes you further toward useful things, but I do want to follow up the shove. I think. Or do I?
Okay.
I have to think about my life. Yeah, I think if I follow up the shove, I'll still be in range at the point.
I don't think you need to use the whole push if you don't want to.
You do.
You do?
You do.
All right.
It's one of the interesting facts about pushes. I don't think it's worth the risk, because I don't think I'm going to be in tactical network to those droids anyway.
Okay.
And I don't want to take the risk of being cool. Or could I get into tactical network those droids? That's a question. Maybe. Maybe. Risk it for a biscuit? Yeah, go on.
You've definitely not pushed yourself out of range of the objective.
Good.
And my TTS is frozen, so I have no idea what you.
And I can indeed now range to the B1s, but not the B2s. That's good.
Right.
Unfortunately, I cannot range to the B1s that are particularly, like, the top B1s are the ones that I believe are already on the point.
Right.
Yeah. I'm not quite in range for those guys. Tragedy.
Is this what you want to spend your remaining 2 force on?
Who can say? Very unlikely. I'll simply flip this point.
Okay. And you score 3.
I do.
Okay.
Your go. You have to roll them bones.
I do have to roll the priority.
What's that?
Okay. It is
It's
the one you've just taken and one of your choice.
I mean, I might choose the one that have B2 battle droids parked on them, hey?
Okay. Then I flip and see what I get. And it is the Night Troopers. Okay. They are injured, and so. I'm sorry, they are injured, and so can't do any of the cool things they would like to do with Force. Are they within 3 of money? No, they're not within. Okay. I could take that point. That's not a problem. Taking that point is non-issue. Right, I think I'm going to start with an attack. Now, I'm going to start by taking. Oh no, let's double check. Check all our ranges. Yep, I'm going to start by taking the attack action. Would you mind refreshing your tools?
Yeah, I can do.
Okay, I'm going to take the attack action. This squad of night troopers is going to make a ranged attack
Is it not
at
engaged with
your.
2 bases of B1s?
Oh, so it is. So it is. So it is. Okay. Again, Ben. Again.
Hmm.
Okay. I will start with taking a move action.
Mhm.
This base of night troopers positions itself here. This base of night troopers is. I'm going to use the dash tool because it gives me the movement I want, even though I'm capable of advancing.
Mhm.
To be. I want a shove path on Kalani.
Mhm.
This base is going to attack the uh, B1s, this lower unit of B1s that are contesting the objective.
Mhm.
I'm eligible for either die well or uh, coordinated fire strain, but I would need to spend my last force on it. So I'm going to decline to do so. just 5 dice into the B1s. That is 4 hits and a crit.
Oh, I haven't actually rolled my 3 dice. Sorry. 1 block.
Okay, so that's 4 down our tree.
And no, viewer, I didn't forget I have 1 expertise from a Katana. It simply doesn't do anything.
I'm going to do the B1s, 5 damage, and strain them.
5 and a strain, yes, sir.
And also push them twice.
Yes, sir.
I believe because of order of operations, you get pushed and then the damage is applied, so your protection doesn't come into play.
Yes, that's correct.
Right, so I have created a situation where next time the B1s come up, which is at the bottom of your deck, we all know this, they take the heal action or immediately die. And although you
Yes.
can flip them to injured, it would still end their turn.
Yes.
Okay. The other unit is going to make a similar attack into Kalani
Kalani.
with not such great results. 3 hits.
Two expertises, 1 block.
Cool. I'm going to do you 3 damage and the all important shove.
There you are, 3 damage.
And I will take control of this point.
Yep.
And I will score 3, putting it onto my side by 1.
Yep.
And over to you.
General Grievous. Okay. Interesting.
Would you like to put on mission critical when it hits 10 o'clock, which is in 11 minutes' time?
It's probably okay.
Okay.
So he could dash those B1s. They'd die, but then they'd resurrect. I don't hate that. He himself. Yeah. 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 Okay. Let me have another look at his rules. Has to be a support. You got, and then. Okay. Yeah, we play Grievous. I'm going to dash these B1s with Grievous's tactic. So they're going to dash to here. You're going to gain a momentum because they die. I'm going to spend a force to bring them back to life. And then we'll see what else Grievous wants to do. He is going to... Why am I trying so hard for that particular point? I have no idea. Something has gone very wrong with this game. Because this point here, which we rolled as the priority point earlier,
Yeah.
looking at the map, that should be the point that's ineligible to be the priority point. So I'm not...
You assigned it as the priority point.
We rolled it earlier. Like I did assign it, which I shouldn't be able to do.
Oh.
But previous to that, it was rolled.
Yeah. I think something's a bit squiffy with the version of strategic positions that's on
Yes.
TTS. I'm not entirely sure whether you can or can't assign it. I know UK tournament scene is mostly playing calm, so I'm very happy to consider it assigned for purposes
Yeah,
of this
okay.
game.
Just to say that it's slightly messed up, but yeah, okay. So fine. In that case, yeah. Grievous is gonna hit Morgan Elsbeth. I nearly said Mother Talzin then. So Grievous
Oh,
wakes up.
they do have the same sword.
I'm gonna give her a whack with 8 dice.
It's like poetry in that it rhymes, in that you were in your deadly blender form and therefore got sort of slightly taken advantage of when you got hit. I put myself in my deadly blender form and so don't have the defense dice I'd like.
I have 3 crits, 3 hits.
Okay, I have 3 blocks and a crit to a miss.
Okay. I guess you take 5 damage.
Cool.
And then I will consider Appetite for Destruction. I don't think there is a support droid within 3, so that's sad. I will then take the move action and go up this ingress point. And then realise that I'm wounded and cannot spend a force to move, and my entire turn has been for nothing. Nothing! Yes, I think I might be quite tired. Yes, well, good. Good. Splendid.
You
And
score 1?
I indeed do score 1. Yes. I'm going to flip his stance card.
Okay.
I'll score my 1. I'll add some
And we both gain
momentum.
momentum.
Yeah.
Okay. I flip the next card in my deck. I have 1 force. The next card is my Death Troops. I could reserve them. I do have a force. I Okay. I'm just working out what's not gone yet. I can search my discard pile. That's fine.
Yep.
Right. In my deck is Enoch and the Shatterpoint. Cool. So if I reserve them, 50-50 chance I get Enoch and have to do a forceless turn with Enoch. 50-50 chance I get a Shatterpoint and have to do a forceless turn with the Shatterpoint.
Yep.
Obviously, if the Shatterpoint is Morgan Elspeth, she could spend her own life to be force. Right. If I can take that point from the B2s, I can win, can't I?
Yeah, I think so.
Right. Oh, the B2s are none too healthy. Okay. The the B1 battle droids are still. Oh, lordy lo, this is just tricky. Okay, think it through. Think it through. Frozen, loving that. Okay. Are we treating these gantries as being able to be shot through upwards?
Usually, yeah, because the real ones have holes in them.
Okay. I will activate the Death Troopers.
Okay.
They take the move action. This Death Trooper is not engaged and so gets to take a full advance to here.
Yep.
He is a live body at the wrong elevation. This Death Trooper is engaged and so can only dash. He is going to dash to here. I believe he is not. He's not alive. He's not at the contesting it, even at the wrong elevation.
Yep.
Contesting this, the wrong elevation is Sokatano, Jedi No More, the Death Trooper, Veers, and a base of B1 battle droids.
Yep.
This guy is not. So he's going to. We're going to start off with him, and he's going to shoot the B2s.
Very good.
He's going to shoot the B2s with 6 dice. A crit. Two crits and a hit.
Oh, 3 blocks.
Okay. I will do you a damage, which you will ignore. A
Yep.
disarm, which will become a damage, and a shove. Okay. I think a shove puts you roughly here-ish. No. Sorry, I'm freezing again. I think another shove will get you off. I then follow up that shove, and I need to be careful with my angles to not impact
You can't place them
Sokatano's.
where they're overhanging, but I guess they could
Yes,
be
but
further
they'd be
into
on the
the.
lip as they were in the.
Yeah. But that's going to make the
Actually,
second
no.
shove challenging for you, is
Yeah.
my thing.
Right. Okay, so if I.
It's like, yeah.
Right. Okay. The follow-up to the shove, I need to not impact Sokano's base. I think I can get. I really wish I was doing this with real models.
Yeah.
No, I
No.
don't get in. That simplifies things. I'm not taking that point this time. The other base of Death Troopers will shoot the B2s. That is 3 hits.
3 blocks? No. Yes, 3
Nothing
blocks.
happened. I just score 3. And over to
Over to me.
you.
Come on. Ahsoka. Hmm. I think my other card is Shatterpoint.
You have 2 more cards in your deck.
The bottom card is B1.
Ah, yes.
Just think about my life here.
Just thinking something. Yes. The Death Trooper who failed to get in range. Oh, It's all frozen. Yeah. No. Am I even right? TTS feels especially annoying tonight. I apologise.
It's
I'm
okay.
getting but Death Reaper is not. I don't know what it was that triggered yellow, triggered green. So yeah, if you simply walk over to that point, Ahsoka, you will take it by weight of numbers.
That's true. But I need a bigger turn than that. Looking at the dial. Right. If I reserve, then I do various other things. I'm going to try it. I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm going to try it. We're going to reserve Ahsoka for a force. My last force.
Okay. It'll be a forceless Shatterpoint.
Come on. Right, there we go.
It's really frustrating because whenever things are going wrong, the impulse is to slow down, and it's all about being quicker.
Yes, it is. And then we're going to Shatterpoint Kalani, who's going to get to dash the B2s up there and both bases of B1s, right?
Oof.
The B1s shouldn't be wounded. Did pay for that. Nope. Don't think they're getting on that.
Nope.
Nope. So I'm engaged with Veers. Oh gosh. Okay. Gonna have to take these B2s. Over in this direction. Yeah. 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 Okay. And then I'm gonna take B2s up here for a little walk as well. Still on the point there. Very good. Okay. Now I'm gonna punch Veers. Is that profoundly stupid? Potentially. But we're gonna punch Veers and see what happens. I get 6 dice.
He doesn't like it up him. I have 2 blocks and a heal.
Excellent. 5 hits and a crit. I go 4 down my tree. So 1, 2. How much wounds do you have?
I have 3 remaining wounds.
Excellent. Well, I'll do 5 damage, a shove, a free force ability, and a reposition.
Cool.
So I kill General Veers. I will take my free force ability on these B1s, who will dash to here.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they'll do a 6 dice melee attack into the Night Troopers just because they're there.
Okay. The Night Troopers are both backstopped and immortal.
I am only doing it because it's free. I wanted the dash to get on the point with weight of numbers. I rolled phenomenally well. I get 3
I
hits and
have
a
5
crit.
blocks.
Oh, taking damage. And then I'm going to take my repo onto this point. And then I find myself with one of those. I didn't bank on getting the repo, so I have a second actions, which I will use to heal a damage. And then I take control of this point.
Which gives you control of both priority points.
Which does give me control of both priority points. So I score 3. Still not loving it, but yeah, that was a good turn.
Yeah, big turn. Okay, this is either Enoch or the Shatterpoint. Let's see what it is. If Enoch and I don't like it, I can trade it into the Shatterpoint for a force. Okay, it's a Shatterpoint. Oh, I should start by rolling for priority
Yes.
because that's tremendously. Those do appear to be the results that were rolled on the dice.
Yeah,
Are
I
also
think
what.
it was just transposing the other two that it hasn't rolled previously.
Righto. Okay, so I can win by taking this point that Kalani and the B1s just took from me.
Yep.
I have a force with which to do that. The only person who can use one force is Morgan Elsbeth because she's the only person who's not wounded. I
Mm.
suppose I suppose that Enoch can use free abilities, but his free abilities, yeah, Enoch can use die well if he wants to.
Morgan Elsbeth might be. Does she have extra move as well?
Uh, Morgan Elspeth can dash if you use her tactic right. That
Hmm.
is her only additional source of movement.
Yeah. It's a bit
Um,
far away.
yes. So, who can do this with a forceless move? Right. Let's check before I decide who I'm activating. I'm sorry if I take ages over it, but I think it's one of those. It's Shatterpoint, and I think it could win me the game if I play it just right. Um,
The B2s
okay.
should still be on that point. Yep.
Yes. On that point on the correct level are the B2s. On that point on the wrong level is dead General Veers, living Death Trooper, and living Ahsoka Tano.
Yep.
So if I kill the B2s and get someone on the wrong level, I can take that point. So if I move Enoch, shoot up, kill the B2s, I take that point. And yeah, if I move Enoch, shoot up, kill the B2s, I take a point and gain a momentum, and so would win unless your revenge lets you say something about it.
Yeah.
Uh,
And Ahsoka gets a jump.
yeah, yeah. So, oh, and the Death Troopers aren't alive in any event.
Well, you can jump out of combat anyway.
I don't. I think they must be alive because they woke up, didn't they?
Yes.
Yeah, I just failed to clear that.
So you get up there, you kill them. Ahsoka will jump up onto the point.
If I activate the Death Troopers, that's 2 bodies, but they can't. They can only move. They can't move and dash. If I activate the Night Troopers, I can move in a second body. If I activate Death Trooper Escort, I can reposition the Death Troopers. Right.
I think I know what I'd be doing, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know your stuff.
Mhm. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I activate General Maximilian Veers. I dash both of my Death Troopers. This one is going to move just a tiny bit to make a landing zone for his friend. This one's going to do a full dash. There will do fine. There are now 3 living bodies on the wrong level.
Yeah.
I am going to do. We are the storm,
Yeah.
targeting the point here. The choice is now yours with what you wish to do with the characters who are contesting it. That is the B2s on the top level and Ahsoka Tano on the bottom.
Right. I mean, I guess I have to move the B2s because if you kill them, you will get a momentum and then the point and then win. So I will dash them. Yeah. Obviously they can be there. They just hit that corner on the way down. Such as to engage all of your dudes.
And Ahsoka?
Oh no, he'll still be on the point there, won't he?
They would.
So I won't go there. Remember what I was trying to do. I'll dash over here instead. Ahsoka can take some damage. I don't care.
Okay. Okay.
I'm really not sure what's going on with this turn, but we'll talk afterwards.
Okay. I'm definitely taking that point. Oh, I'm taking that point unless I'm so foolish to just let you jump with your Ahsoka.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot use Veers' force ability, so I have
Mm-hmm.
2 actions with Veers. I flip his stance card.
Yep.
I focus,
Yep.
and I attack Ahsoka Tano.
Very well.
So, General Veers attacks Ahsoka Tano with 8 dice, attempting to use fist fighting against a dual lightsaber wielding Jedi.
Very specifically not a Jedi.
That is true. Yeah.
I regret to inform you, I have 5 blocks, a crit to a normal, and a jump.
5 blocks, a crit to a normal, and a jump. Okay, I will be doing 4 damage to you.
Uh-huh. Is that it?
And you will be jumping. Yes.
And I'll jump up onto the point.
Okay. That is all she wrote. I failed to flip. I scored 2.
Right, I have to alert you to what you should have done.
Yes, please do.
What? These night troopers, you should have gone with the night troopers. Simply move the night troopers over. Have they got a short move as well?
No. They
Not
could,
quite.
for 2 force, have a long move when
So
they're injured.
you move the night troopers. You put the night troopers here. You put these night troopers here, and then you just hope to get the shove on 1 to take this objective, right?
And then you'll be ones that have taken this point.
These be ones that aren't on the point.
Oh, bollocks.
And even if they had, you would have taken the special points and scored 3. And then you'd have taken the struggle. And I was just sitting there going, what? What's Ben doing? But you didn't see it. Shit happens. Mago. I don't believe I want Ahsoka Tano. I will... How many cards are here? Is it just 1 card? Oh, okay. It is the B1 battle droids, which I suppose I should have known from previous... Where? They're in pointless places. Okay.
And they're in extremely key places. Feel free to move them. I'd love you to. Actually, that one's not on the point. Those ones are in a pointless place. But those ones are unimportant.
Yeah, they're not getting anywhere useful either. They're going to move. These are going to move. And these are going to hunker. I'm sinking to the floor, apparently.
Apparently. Okay, you take that point.
And I score 2. No, I've still got this one. 3.
Yeah, you score 3.
Over to you, sir.
Okay. It's Enoch. It will be Enoch. Ahsoka Tano is 2 away from death. And it is another allied unit.
Yep.
That shooting her would give me 2. Going over here and pushing a battle droid would give me 2. If I can get over there, that will be 3, but Mother, are you within 3 of me? Nope. Odd. Right. Look at that, think about it. Don't miss whatever the play is. Oh, okay, no. It's all much, much simpler than I'm thinking it is, because he does not have the force to use the force ability, unless he does the idiotic thing of move towards Morgan to cut Morgan to use the force ability. So, I can't get to there. I can't affect there. I think the surest of the options is to climb,
Mm-hmm.
say, oh, I put myself to injured, clear of damage in all conditions. I climb, I declare die well for the last force, and I make a 6 dice attack into an exposed Ahsoka Tano.
3 blocks.
Well, that's 5 hits, so I go 2 down my tree. That indeed gives me the 3 damage, which is 1 more than I need, and a shove. Okay, and I take this objective. I control 2 objectives. I've done a wound, so I get a momentum for that. You don't get any revenge because it's Ahsoka that got wounded.
Mm-hmm.
I score 2, putting it there. Flip my deck, shuffle it, and refresh all my.
Right. Okay, well, I must now play Ahsoka. She wakes up. She has no force with which to do anything fancy. So, could you move your...
Oh, so
We are engaged.
well, this is shocking spoilers for Ahsoka season 2. She becomes engaged to Enoch, captain of the guard. And they are in the same place at the same time. It could happen.
I'm going to take a move action to here to make it easier for the shove angles in my brain. And then I'm going
Okay.
to punch Enoch.
Okay. I'm going to suffer from the expose I gave myself. I have 2 blocks.
4 hits and a crit. So 3 down my tree.
Yep,
You're on like full health, aren't you?
I am. I just woke up from being dead.
Yeah. So we'll do 4 damage, 2 shoves and a jump. Whoop. Whoop. And the jump comfortably just onto the point. Yep. I should flip the stage at the point before standing on it, I suppose. And I will score 3. Over to you.
Okay. Fresh deck, fresh force. Let's see what I can do to pull this back. Death Troopers. Hmm. I will take them. I will start with an attack action. This Death Trooper, who is closer to the B2 battle droids, is going to attack the B2 battle droid in melee. I'm going to spend a force to die well.
Yeah, okay.
You're exposed.
Okay. Two blocks.
Didn't make it. I go 3 down my tree and do you 4 damage and a pin.
I'll take it down to 3, but it still kills me.
And the pin would if it didn't. I'll take the momentum. Ahsoka Tano things happen.
Yeah, I don't think I want to jump off the point and give it to you.
Okay.
I have 3 heals, but I don't think anyone's in range to receive them. So, yeah, I just won't.
Okay. Gonna check range from the remaining Death Trooper. I'm going to the back of the 2 bases of B1 battle droids.
Okay.
This time with 6 dice. Woo. No, not worth.
A single block.
5 hit. Cool. I go 4 down my tree. Take 4 damage, a disarm, and 2 shove. I will resolve the shoves so that you know whether you should be applying protection.
Exactly.
First shove.
Yeah.
Second shove.
4 damage.
Okay. They are now going to take the move action. This one is going to move to here. This one is going to move to here. I'm going to move this block of night troopers in order to check ranges.
Yeah, he's easily on.
Cool. I take control. I end my turn. I take control 2 to 1 of this point.
Yeah.
I take control 2 to 1 of this point.
Yep.
And I score 4 because I have 3 and I have both priorities.
Yep.
And that is exactly enough to land it onto my momentum cube. And I have won the game.
Yep. 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 Oh.
Right. I know that we are tired. I know it's been long, but I think that one was so close. It's probably quite valuable for us to do a little bit of debrief if you still have the energy for that.
Yeah. Yep. That was a really close game. I don't think it told us much other about the actual list quality, other than wherever they are, they're pretty close to each other, right?
Yep.
I thought my list was good. I thought your list was good. The thing I thought to myself, about an hour ago was I think I need to try this list with Riff instead of Ahsoka for the primary reason doesn't quite have the B1s and the B2s between them potentially want quite a lot of force, right? And Riff has that thing where, especially on this mission, if he was in the middle there, every time something of yours was wounded near him, you get some force back,
Mm-hmm.
which I think would be really valuable. Add into that the number of times when you were able to kill something and I couldn't quite get Jedi No More's revenge to like work out. And I know it became pivotal towards the end there, but I think, yeah, things get really clustered, and with this list on this mission, they're gonna always be really clustered up. Just with moving and landing zones and jumps and moves, it all becomes very tricky to really leverage Miss Ahsoka Tano. So I think, because I'm playing my wife tomorrow, I think I'm going to try this list, but with Riff and see how I go for a bit of force.
I'm going to put my worst blunder in now, failing to see a potential guaranteed victory by moving night troopers and opting instead for an ill-fated Veers turn.
Yeah, I think we both played quite badly at points, right? I did a really pointless turn with General Grievous where I did nothing because I just didn't look at the fact that I only had one force.
Yep.
You know,
I
you
did.
had at least two occasions where you had moves and then you were just sort of short of things.
Yeah, and if I pre-measured, like it's not when you move and you don't get it because that's something you can't pre-measure. You're not allowed to put down a proxy base. But what I'm annoyed with is when I moved Morgan, used manipulating hand on the assumption that it would leave DTE in and he was just out.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah,
I I don't know why I feel like my death troopers in multiple games always trip over each other in terms of like blocking up each other's moves, but I do think it happens. Um, Possibly this. I think it's playing Veers, and I think it because Veers gives out lots of very short moves to lots of things.
yeah,
You need to have a really clear idea in your head of the order in which you're going to move them, and I think that's only going to become more so as I'm moving big bases around.
yeah. It's
Um,
interesting that we both decided more or less to ignore each other's zombie units to a great extent. Like, you didn't
yeah,
wound the B1s. I did one wound
I,
to the night troopers, but it was very much. Uh,
yeah.
I,
Um,
I,
a
I, I,
wound was done to the B1s, but I left the B1s on 5 damage and a strain,
yeah.
which I thought was the most annoying thing you could do with B1s.
If
Um,
if their card had come up, then it would have been impactful because they'd have had to heal. But because they got an out of activation move, it was barely an inconvenience.
mhm,
Um, Pinning is the most annoying thing you can do to B1s, frankly.
mhm. Um, yeah, I think ignoring night troopers in this configuration is probably the right move. Um, if you don't have Morgan and if you don't have Veers, I think the prospect of them getting alpha struck becomes much higher.
Oh, that Veers Night Trooper opening turn one was insane. Like, that was really good. Um, I was really worried, and then the tempo of the list did like slow down, and it became quite a back and forth and a slog. But like that was a cracking like turn zero and then turn one into the night troopers, and I was like, oh fuck is that?
Veers is and this is probably right. Veers is very blitzkriegi in that like a huge part of what is valuable about Veers is he gives you control of your first turn.
Yeah,
And that inherently is an advantage that loses strength over time.
yeah,
And people talked about the possibility that the way they would fix Veers is they'd make that repeat every struggle or possibly every struggle you lost,
yeah,
which is not how they ended up deciding to fix Veers. But I actually think I quite like it. It gives him a vibe where like he's like he's a tank general, which he is,
Yeah,
where it's
yeah,
you need to come out the gate swinging. You need to put your opponent on the back foot. If things dilly dally, they will come back. And that kind of works. I'm very happy with New Veers. When I thought the only changes were the changes they made to the front of his card, I didn't think it was quite enough. That extra squad point, I think it's enough. His trees are still bad, but he needs to have weaknesses. Not every card can be good at everything. And he's bringing a normal number of squad points, a normal number of force. He has really good abilities. Logically, his stance cards then need to not be great. Um,
yeah.
so I'm happy with Veers. I think this list is good, and I don't think I played it to its full potential. Um,
Yeah.
I think I'm going to put best play in as Night Trooper opening with Veers. Like one of the things that's really powerful about it is it can be guaranteed.
Yes.
Um, I think I enjoyed having strategic positions as I brought it, but it would be really nasty, I think, if I could get my opponent to go first on strategic positions. Because with the dash you get out of deployment, you can take control of your near abroad objective. And then they have a turn, and then if you can leave your near abroad objective behind, you can be moving two undead bases of night troopers onto even more objectives.
Yeah.
And I think if you go second and score first, I think that could be really powerful. But I think it is often the case that going first is a slight disadvantage. So having the list that suits you is the compensation. And if you can go second on the list that suits you, that's always really good.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think this is going to be a really popular mission for a while.
Mm.
Because it's quite balanced, it's quite good, and it's brand new. And it doesn't feel like I feel like there are a trio of missions that are balanced. You know, this one, sabotage and strategic and shifting, and then there are the two wide missions that feel like they skew more that people have to build for. So I think a lot of people are going to default to this mission at least for a while.
I'm really interested in seeing what happens with Never Tell Me the Odds, because how does Never Tell Me the Odds feel when you can't deploy on your near abroad?
Yeah, yeah.
Um, because you can't, I think, in Never Tell deploy on your near abroad anymore. But that's not like in many ways, infiltrators were a thing you needed to defend
His
yourself against the possibility of being player two on Never Tell.
his name is Clone Sergeant Pons, and he has the best forward deploy in the game now.
Sure, yeah, um, yeah. I think the package of Pons and Seven Scorch
It is absurd.
um,
Yeah,
has not perhaps been reined in as much as it needs to be.
yeah, yeah.
Um, Seven Scorch got a very light touch. I think my hot take is that Boss, the card,
Yeah.
got overnerfed,
Ooh.
and that more of the pain should have been spread to other
Yeah,
members of Delta Squad.
yeah.
Because Fixer got off entirely scot free, and Seven Scorch have like the merest touch.
So,
Um,
so I think Delta Squad is still very good. Having played into them twice post nerf and getting my ass handed to me both times, they are worse. But like they've successfully removed the bit of Delta Squad that felt the most egregious and bad, right? They've removed the turn one, I'm on 4 points, what you gonna do about it, bucko, right? That's gone. But, like, if what you were doing with Boss, primarily, if the thing that brought you joy was running him up the field like a missile and then putting a load of damage on yourself and then meleeing your opponent with all the dice in the universe, that part of Boss's nature reigns unmolested because they only nerfed his ranged expertise. And he was mainly for, like, if you look at the way his cards are laid out, I think most people, most of the time, were mainly stabbing with Boss. So, yeah, I think it's still pretty good. Obviously, it's not as good as it once was, but I do think Seven Scorch, they are the most powerful thing in the list. And the fact that they do work so well elsewhere, I really think we're going to sort of see, Padme Box, Pon 7 Scorch, and then, like, a bit like the list I'm running, right? Like, the second 8 squad point primary will change to taste of the people who what they want to run to augment that, right? But I do think I do cautiously think we're heading towards a Republic meta for the next year, but we'll see.
I'm not sure. But I think probably the answer is, I think if you put it in those terms, probably yes, but those aren't really the terms I think in. In that, I think the primaries at the top of the meta are going to change a lot. I think the faction at the top of the meta might not change, but there are lots of Republic models. There are lots of Republic boxes. If you rolled a dice to determine which primary was top dog,
Yeah,
like there's a good chance you'd hit on Republic purely by chance.
yeah. I think just like, I'm sorry, I'm interrupting. I think the thing is, I'm thinking increasingly not even about Republic and not even about not about primaries. I know you rate the factions mainly by their primaries, and that might be the more normal way to do it. I think a lot about the relative power balance between clone troopers, battle droids, and stormtroopers, because the three biggest factions have this warrior cadre like under tag, right, that does stuff with each other, and I think clones are very, very good. And almost which primaries you're seasoning your clone shell with is yeah, that can change.
Did you have Kraken under Grievous or Kalani under Grievous?
I had Kraken under Grievous.
So General Grievous was running his box.
He was, yeah.
And Ahsoka Tano was running uh sorry. Ahsoka was running Asajj's box.
Yeah,
So
pretty well.
weirdly, what you were running is incredibly something that someone could have run first year of the game.
Yes.
Obviously with the errata changes. Um, yeah, I appreciate your point that it's hard to judge the strength of the lists since they only went into each other. I think they're both moderate. I don't think either of these lists is going to rise to be the meta menace. And lots of people are talking a big old game about General Veers. And I think he's going to be fun. Like he's a character I really like. And it's really nice that he's going to stop being really hard to play, really unsatisfactory, not really working, to just a solid guy who's fine. Like, I think you can throw him on the table with Vader in the same way that you can throw Han Solo and Princess Leia on the table together, and you'll have a fine old time.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to romp through all the tournaments. I don't think he's going to be in the Adepticon top 8, but I think he's solidly, absolutely fine. Similarly, I think the various snow things are fine now. Not great, not the best things in Empire, but fine now. And after the tournament we're both going to, I'm looking forward to running Darth Vader with all the classic stormtroopers, that is Sergeant and basic stormtroopers, and General Veers with all the classic snowtroopers, which
Just to
is
do
now playing a
Hoth.
point down.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just going, it's Hoth time! We're hoffing it up!
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Yep. Imagine a world, Ben, where there is no S tier list, where everything is about this good.
yeah. I'm not convinced that we have evidence yet that there's an S tier. But I do think there is at least an A tier, and I don't think either of our lists got there.
Mm.
Like, I would bet against this list if I push it up against my Vader list. And I'd bet against this list if it went up against something like classic Mandos or Bright Tree Commandos, like the things that have always been very solidly
There.
good and just
Yeah.
couldn't quite dance at the top of the meta.
Yeah. Yeah. Perhaps true.
Kalani, E1s. Okay, and I've got SPT code for your list to put into my big bank. And I think we have descended into just sort of
Garbage time.
rambling.
Yep.
So shall we
Yep.
end the recording
Yep.
there?
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for watching,
There
everybody.
is something that is your pleasure and your privilege to do, Phil.
Oh gosh. It's behind about 90 overlays. Look at this. Overlays. Turn off the overlays. Come on. Flip the table. Yeah. Woo.
Sensational.
Right, folks. I hope you enjoyed that. I'll see you again next time. There's going to be like no content for 1,000 years because I'm going away on Monday. I might record a video over the weekend and I might not. But then when I come back, there will be so much content you won't know what to do about it because I'm going to do at least 2 videos based on UK Games Expo, if not 3, depending on how dramatic the Thremi area is, whether that deserves being spun off into its own tournament report. All right, guys, I will see you then. Have a good one. Cheery bye.
Goodbye, folks. Have a lovely evening.